Welcome back to Inside the Slot, the happy podcast where we own our stories and love each other. And, you know, we live in the slot, and the slot is the place that you want to be. Kelly and I really molded the slot to be, you know, this la la land that we live in, and we love it, and it's our happy place. Yeah. And our good friend Ray is back again because she might join the slot permanently. Mm-hmm. She brings great vibes, and when she was on last episode, we were like, wait, she embodies the slot in every way. She owns her story. She doesn't give a fuck. She's authentic. She's herself.
Also banter, top tier.
Yeah, she came on and we were like,
wait. Good flow.
It was crazy.
Great flow.
Great flow.
To get right into it, after Ray left that pod, we texted right away, and we were like, we vibed off the rip.
Yep.
And it was so much fun, and we had this dream of, like, you know, more women joining Barstool, and we're just making this women clan. The next day, who's in her DMs?
Yep, Dave.
Dave fucking Portnoy, the boy, the man of the hour. His top artist, Jimmy Buffett. Let's talk about it.
He got a matching mug. Did you see his mug with all the cassettes on it, too?
He's a crazy guy.
Yeah.
So
Jimmy Buffett, Taylor Swift.
Crazy. And Miley Cyrus in there. Let's unpack
comment.
that.
Yeah.
He's like, I came in like a
Miley Cyrus?
Yes, that was on.
When did he post that?
He's like holding Miss Peaches. He's like,
oh my God.
Like maybe it's his like girlfriend influencing.
Oh,
maybe. Oh, and
what?
So what did he start out with in the DMs, right?
You are funny, period.
Like, that's insane. That's literally
that
insane.
ain't Riz, I don't know.
Dave's, you are funny, period. She's like, sends a screenshot to me, and she's like, what do I say? I'm like, I don't even know what to say.
It was 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And like,
I'm like,
can I ask
like,
also for specifics, like, was it like, you are funny, like, Y-O-U, or was it like,
you spelt out, R spelt out, funny spelled out.
Period, space. Or I think it was space period, because he always does that.
No. Period.
Ray's just like casually in the morning waking up, and then she's like
having
checking
my
her
coffee,
DM. She's
like
her cortisol's like
stool president.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So then you responded, you're like,
I was like, thank you. That means a lot coming from you.
Coming from the funniest man.
Funniest man alive. And then he read it. And then it was
then he left
for
her
10
on
hours. I was like, all right.
Like, that's not shady
at
all.
A compliment, you know.
Then
he's like sitting on this. He's like,
should I pull it up? Is that like
we kind of know the storyline.
I know.
So then
I don't remember really
in the 10 hours that he left Ray on red, he hit me up, and I was like, oh shit.
No,
Yes.
No.
Was it the day after?
It was the day before. He texted you after
in the slot.
Literally after
I
got off.
He watched, so he tunes in Inside the Slot weekly, clearly.
And you were like, and he texted you, what did you think about that Ray girl?
Ray spelled wrong, by the way.
Right.
Yeah. What did you think about that Ray girl?
He gets it right now.
He got it. He spelled it Stingray.
Yeah.
He was like, I was like, oh my God, she's so funny, cool, she's short, which I love. And then he ha-ha'd it.
Good
he ha-ha'd it, no response. I'm like, I don't know, I might have just blew it up. Then he came back to Ray in the DMs.
Yes. Then it was, went down.
Then it was negotiating fucking numbers in the DMs, which is crazy.
And that's real shit Ray over there. So she's
crazy. So, yeah. And, 10 hours later, and then he was like, well, I was kind of offering you a job. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's what you meant? You're funny. That meant...
Sorry, I didn't read between those lines.
Right. You are funny. That means that you're hired.
Yeah.
And I'm like, cool. So, and then I said, listen, I'll sign it right now. He was like trying to pretty much pitch to me why I should, I'm like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, let's get this going.
You're like, I'm actually inside the slot every day.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
I actually fuck with it.
I would have signed it yesterday.
I was literally like, Ray, you can come on every future episode. I feel like a third is a great vibe. Also, then he was like, I hired Ray, or we hired her. And I was like, lit, I'm going to start being Moobs the recruiter. And then I was like, okay, I'm done. It was awkward. He was like, he said ha again and laughed at it. And then I was like, peace.
I'll shut up.
Hey, but that's the thing about that. You own it.
Yeah, I own it.
Yeah.
I mean,
this is Moves the recruiter. Moves did recruit 2 females. She recruited me to come here too.
I recorded this whole slot, not recorded. I fucking recruited. Not really you, because Ray was always on the radar.
Yeah, but
I encouraged.
Yes, and we talked about how the stars aligned for it all to happen.
This is what kind of put it more out there.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Like, what just blows, the whole thing about it just blows my mind is the fact that that you guys hadn't met up for so long, but you were trying to. Then the night that we recorded last week, we talked about it, but just we weren't going to be back from Penn
Yeah.
State, and then
I know.
you were
we
tired and had done search bar, and,
Literally.
but your makeup was snatched and
I was like,
everything,
you know
and you were
what?
like,
Making
and then that
hella use
happens,
out
and
of
then
it.
now all of a sudden you're in the office, like further on radar, and then the next
Yeah.
morning DMs from
Radar.
you.
Like, it happened literally
Like that
overnight.
stuff is so weird. Like that is just so weird to
It's
me
insane.
how that like
Literally,
aligns
I
up.
have not processed.
Yeah.
so.
And she's been on
Probably
so much since she started too, which is so funny.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this isn't Ray. Have you met Ray yet? This is
Yeah.
Ray. Let's go on official.
Like-
Yeah, it's a lot, but that's
all
the
good.
way. That's the Barstool way. It's like
Yeah.
you're thrown into the pit of
Throw
fire.
in the fire.
And we
Right.
always knew something
Yes.
was gonna happen. We would collab because like we
Yeah.
never fucking
Tectonic plate.
tectonic plates. We
Yes.
were literally talking about it, and we never linked up before because I was always away, and then it happened. Boom.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
That's how you do
Happy
it
New
around
Year,
here.
yeah.
So we
Christmas
basically
came early for
Right.
Ray over here.
Right.
we just wanted to get an episode in because we don't know the schedule. We're gonna get more on schedule January 1st. A new person of the team's gonna join. The slot's gonna be more
Yeah, we're gonna have more
solidified.
consistency.
But yeah, we just kind of wanted to get on here
Yeah,
and
but this has
chit
been
chat.
fun. This has been like a little. I feel like these past few months have been a little guinea pig. These last episodes.
Yeah, we were
you know?
talking about. We have one more Twisted Tea party, which I was trying to explain to Ray that she could come. Ray
Yeah.
doesn't drink, so I'm like,
Yeah, but,
actually,
okay, so I can fucking hang
Yes,
out.
yes.
totally.
I'm
But
the
you
same
might be
person.
like, holy shit!
No.
It's literally like, oh, let me
That's
pour
the
a
fun
Twisted
part.
Tea in someone's eyeball, and they're like, yeah, it's crazy.
You're
No,
like, all right,
listen,
1,
I'll-
2, 3, jump.
I'll hang out. I can hang.
Yeah.
I don't need to drink.
Hell yeah, you can fucking hang.
Hell yeah.
What is it? I'm
honestly, it's like basically just like we're basically dancing and partying in front of like a bunch of college students and just like mingling
see,
and stuff.
that might not be.
Yeah,
it.
that's
see,
literally
and
what it is.
That's
that.
It's not like sit in the corner like
Yes.
yo yo. It's literally like, all right, here
have
they
to be
are, and we're like,
engaging
oh
with
na 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 na.
So you're like the clowns
Yeah.
of the.
We're literally like
literally
clown
we're-
act.
we don't even
yes.
talk when we're up there. It's like 2 hours of us just like dancing in front of a DJ.
And then all of a
and we're
sudden I like
peace.
looked at Maddie and I'm like, oh, I haven't talked to you in like 2 hours.
Kelly's like
and
the
it's-
shotgun connoisseur. She doesn't like. I'm
Yeah.
take pride in being like, no, I'm not gonna challenge you in a shotgun because I suck at it. Kelly's
No,
like,
I-
sure.
Yeah.
I literally challenge everyone. But like what's just crazy is like you're up there and then like I'm like looking out at everyone and stuff and then I'm like just think about like how like that's how I was.
Right.
Like in college and stuff like that. So like I
Yeah.
don't even have any grounds to like judge these kids for being
Yeah.
soft twisted tea in my mouth because like
Yeah.
I was right there. So
It's
like
kind
Yeah.
of crazy to see college
I
kids in
didn't
the
go away
act
to
because we were
college, so-
literally. You didn't go.
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't go to Wayne
Let's
College.
unpack.
Okay.
So after high school,
I didn't
where'd you
have
go? Oh,
Um,
makes sense.
no, I sucked at school.
Me too. Not
yeah.
good.
We're all in the
After
boat.
high school, where did I go? I went to community college, and it took me 4 years. I told you this. It took me 4 years to get my associates.
Oh yeah.
I like did not care at all. I did not want
And
to be
your
there.
associates in what again?
Liberal arts.
Hell fucking yeah.
yeah.
Hey,
Nothing crazy.
Oh, you're
that's
doing
a
that
great-
now.
here.
That's a
Now you
great-
don't
yeah.
need it. You literally don't need it. Like I'll never forget. Kelly went on BFFs and she was like, "Yeah, and I could still go back to teaching. Like I don't maybe in the future." And Dave's like, "You're not gonna go back to
Yeah,
fucking
I
teaching."
don't
He's
Like
Don't
I don't
do that.
think after what you're doing here they're
No.
gonna
I would really love to be in a classroom
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
like,
all
what?
day.
I'm actually gonna. This has been great.
Yeah.
But
I
gonna
really need to be
leave.
in
I'm
a
gonna go hang out
confined
with the 10-year-olds.
space.
Like
Yeah.
maybe if you want to be like a sub when you're like 60.
Yeah.
That could be
Yeah.
fun.
Post life.
Some
Maybe I'll
Kelly.
vlog it.
See, that to me is just.
I'll
like,
just start
no.
exposing kids.
Yeah,
Just
right.
kidding. That's
Oh my god.
illegal.
I don't think we could be in a school after
Yeah,
this.
no.
I can't.
I always
There's
thought
no fucking way.
Yeah.
I had a revelation, like not really revelation, but I was thinking about what I would do if I wasn't doing this. And when I was a 5th grader, I said I wanted to be a gym teacher when I grew up because my gym
I could
teacher
see
in
you
5th
as
grade
that.
was like literally my trend Jew.
Yes.
She gave me a
Yeah.
sportsmanship award. She was the best. She was so cool. And then a gym teacher came to my Christmas tree farm that I had, and she was like the JV soccer coach, and
Is this year? she
yeah,
came?
like literally recently, and she was like so toned and cool, so gym teacher vibe with her leggings and all Lulu's fit, and I was like, I could have done that.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, wait, it
It's a
actually
long
gets
time.
kind of hard.
Yeah.
I could never
science,
be like,
right?
the 5th grade gym teacher that's like, all right, Johnny, remember to wear deodorant, because like that's you start to learn about like health, and then
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
stinky, and
Yeah.
then I could never. Do that.
Telling the kids they smell like
She's
shit.
like,
I remember.
I can hang out with kids, but if they're
remember-
stinky, I'm out.
I remember that talk,
like,
though.
Yes.
yeah, in
Yeah.
health class.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
you're gonna
if
start
you
to smell. You don't want to be that kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also too with like gym teachers too, but I feel like you also have to like deal with like random injuries and like stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like one of my friends, this is like a random story, but this reminds me of my gym teacher.
Mhm.
One of my friends, so she had cancer in 4th grade. She's fully in remission now.
my
Like this,
God.
we're years out.
Okay.
She's doing
God
great.
bless.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking G.
Aren't they?
But she had a wig on in gym class, and some kid, we were playing knockout, the
Oh.
basketball
Yeah,
hits his
too.
head, the wig falls off. No one knew that she had cancer. Like,
Oh,
it was a secret.
fuck.
I mean, like,
That's
looking back,
terrible.
like, I don't know how we didn't realize. Like, this is one of my best
Her
friends.
wig's
so,
like
I
off.
don't know how I didn't realize that, like, she was wearing a wig. Like,
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know. But
So what
her wig's, like, on the ground. We're all just sitting there. Like, the gym teacher has to, like, on the moment, like, be like, oh, goodness, like, everyone look over here, like, cause a different distraction, like, take care of this crying kid. Now the kid who, like, hit her wig off is crying, and, like,
The kid's like, I
it's
broke
just,
your
like,
head.
I feel like a lot goes down in gym class. Like, you know, like, kids are, like, all of a sudden in a wheelchair coming out of gym class, like,
Or like
faint.
then
Yeah,
you deal with the
that's
kids who don't want to
crazy.
run, and then you force them to run, and then it just
Oh,
gets
yeah, I
like
was
a
one of those kids.
little.
Yeah.
You're like, walk the track.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Like the mile.
Or, like, all of a sudden, like, Foursquare. Do you guys remember? Do you know that game, Foursquare?
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gets too intense, and girls are shoving each other, and now people are falling, and there's, like, pebbles in
Yeah.
girls'
And, like,
faces.
No,
It's
I
just-
don't think I ever went that far.
I'm like,
And then you
Really
go, and that's
harsh.
fifth
To get
grade, and
pebbles
then
in
you
my
go to
face.
sixth grade. It's like, here's the vagina,
Yeah.
and here's
Yeah, I
the
remember that.
penis. Oh
Do you
my
guys
God.
remember those the body talks? Do you know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about? The
Yeah,
I think I didn't get
Did
it.
we have
in
a co-ed health class, or did they not do that
they
anymore?
separated.
No,
I
They
think.
they
Yeah.
did.
Well, we used
Yeah.
to go to those like like I don't know about you guys, but I used to like, go to like the auditorium like after school, like just girls, and like that's where we like learned about.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Mine was
Period.
literally
No,
during
I was in
health.
health class.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was literally
no,
health.
Seventh grade, I think.
And
we
my
all
gym teacher
conjoined.
did health.
Say what?
My gym teacher also
Yeah,
taught
yeah.
health.
That's
I just
how it
remember like talking like with like my friends. I'm like, are you going to that assembly tonight?
Right.
In the auditorium?
They had an
Yeah.
assembly about it. Did the parents
yes,
come?
Yes, my mom was saying there,
Oh
and
my
of course,
God.
like of course, too, like
No, that's
I mean, like I'm
insane.
still this way sometimes. Like I'm much more self-aware than I was then.
Yeah.
But like I will say things
I
or do
hope.
things like thinking that like I'm like, oh, like I'm gonna like I like line it up like I'm like, this is hilarious. Like
Right.
I'm gonna have this up and back.
Yeah.
So I'm like waiting there, we're talking about periods. I like raise my hand. I'm like,
Oh,
so did like periods come out like was like does it just like flow or
Like
like can you
was?
was? Yes. Like
what you
did
call it?
that was
have
for
you ever
terminology?
taken was
Like taking a was.
but like that's like if you talk about like a dog or something like, and I like probably
Right.
thought I was so funny, and I'm like asked this question, no one cares. The woman has no idea what I'm talking about, and I'm like,
Also,
my
cares.
mom's like, shut up, like shut up, and I'm like,
like
waiting
was.
for reactions that never came. And it was like one of those jokes. I was like, didn't hit,
Yeah,
didn't hit,
didn't land.
That's crazy.
went to the
yeah.
bathroom, cried,
Right.
and then I
Of
was
course. She's like, I think everyone did.
like,
Oh my
No,
God.
I was like,
We-
no one cares about you.
on
Kelly.
Fishbowl last night, we were talking about, you know, like penises and micro
Yeah,
penises,
what was, I kind of I was
which
tuning
is
out.
crazy because all of a sudden we're asking Mook about his fucking like taint, and then I think about
Yeah.
and then I fucking like think about how like boys don't like, you know, ours we had 3 holes, and then yeah, okay,
Really? I
well,
don't
pee
remember
hole.
We were talking about 3 holes.
No, I'm sorry, but then
New
I'm
to
thinking
me.
about the boys have like
Where was I?
that landing patch between the fucking penis and their butthole, and it's like
Wow.
weird down
The
there.
gooch?
Yeah, the Gucci.
Okay,
gooch.
When
got
the fuck did we talk about this?
But then I was thinking about that.
I
That's
thought we
what
were
I'm
talking
saying.
about micro penises.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were, but then in my head I was not.
I thought we were just talking about how Mook never saw his butthole.
Well,
Oh, you were. This is like your
that
conversation.
sounds
in your
familiar.
head.
That was my
3
conscious-
holes and gooch areas dumb. I don't know what
A
the hell
gooch
that
area?
is.
I was thinking about the
What's a
gooch.
gooch
I don't
cherry?
know. I was thinking about
I
it.
think you were dreaming about it during the.
But then
Wait,
it's
what's a gooch cherry?
What?
No one said gooch cherry.
Cherry?
I
thought
said
you
we were
said
thinking
gooch
about
cherry.
the gooch.
What's a gooch?
You don't know what a gooch
We're
is?
talking about
Do you know
the
what a gooch is?
the literally just said the part between
know
the
what a
butthole
Jeech
and the
is?
penis.
Oh, I thought that was called a tape.
Same thing.
Oh,
Regardless, it's
sorry.
crazy and
Still weren't talking about
a
it.
micro
That's the
penis.
thing.
So like, how big is a micro? You know.
You know, I was gonna say this last night, but I wasn't comfortable in front of everybody. Down syndrome have micro.
No
Penises.
way.
Yeah.
Confirmed 100%.
Like, yeah, I worked in a school and there was like a Down syndrome, and like we had to change the
Did you
kids.
see?
And
There was
it has
a
micro
Down
and like the other TA was like, it's like a micro.
Oh my
And
god.
I'm like, wow, no, it's non-existent.
Is it literally?
It looks like a Tic Tac.
no way.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not to be like weird.
Yeah.
but like
That's
No, I've
crazy.
seen one before, like a picture, because like one of my
Yeah.
friends.
No, it's
whatever,
real.
like,
They're
she showed it.
real.
But it was like just the tip.
right. But yeah,
I was just thinking like
For
in my
Ray's
head,
the teaching assistant, like,
yeah.
it's a
I
mic.
was like thinking like how does like penetration work in that?
They probably don't
I mean,
bang.
we don't have to
I don't
deep
know
dive into all
about
that.
the
All of a
down
sudden,
syndrome
actually talking about
penetrate. I don't know.
penises.
Welcome
Yeah.
to Inside the Slot, the
Insane
health
fact.
the
I mean,
health episode.
I'm going home right now. I'm telling everyone that fact. I'm going home and like
Yeah, no,
right
it's
after this,
real.
I'm like texting my group chats. I'm like,
Oh,
you'll
I
never
bet that's
find
great
out
for
about
their
it.
community.
Yeah.
I bet they want everyone
This
to
was
know.
my other job, by the way. That was like another teaching
Oh,
assistant job.
okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is another thing about
Yeah.
penises.
Oh,
Just
God.
because we're
Here
on
we
the
go.
topic.
Hey, Sean.
But-
Hey, just to let you know, we have a producer in here who's a male. And we're like talking about taste and
Yeah.
penises. Anyway,
He's locked in.
male body parts. Go.
So back to those male bodies. So okay, so I was watching or listening to Mook last late night. What's it called? Mook Can't
Mook
Sleep.
Can't Sleep, which we could all
And-
go on.
Yeah.
Cool. I'd
Lit.
go on it.
And they were talking about how like when men go to the bathroom, like if like a lot of times like their underwears are too tight and like they have a hard time peeing, and like sometimes by the night if they're drunk and like their underwear is too tight, like a lot of football games and stuff like that, like they'll like pee their pants because like
What?
they
If their
can't get
underwear's
it
too
out.
tight?
And I'm just like I'm literally
So
listening to this,
confused.
and all I'm thinking
Where
about.
the fuck do you even hear this?
Literally,
Yeah.
what are they talking about? Like, I'm literally like, I didn't know. This is my first time ever listening to.
Of
Mook
course,
Can't
like just tuning in.
and they're literally
Oh.
like like fights is like literally talking about he's like I got a pants full of piss because he's like I couldn't get my penis out and like at that point like
He
it's
couldn't
just,
get his
like,
penis
First
out
of
in
all,
time.
how do
I
you
guess
put
'cause it was too tight, but like
no.
I
How
was
do you
just
put
confused.
on?
I thought it was easy for them.
Too
I thought it was
tight
like
of
you
undies.
take it
And
out,
then you
it's-
keep them on. You can't tell that they're fucking suffocating
I
you.
don't.
Hey, he's just walking around with this stuff.
I feel like that's just
Men are
lazy.
mysteries to me. I don't.
It's like you put them on, and you're like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna piss my pants.
Yeah, I don't.
And then they're like,
Like,
all right,
it's
let's go. Let's
expected.
go to
And
the
like that's what
game.
they were saying too, because what they were talking about how like I guess like they were a bunch of them had their shoes off, so they were just wearing their socks, and then some guy called it and said like, your socks all look fresh, like how often do you guys renew your socks? And they were saying like Mook said
What?
like every time he goes to a Dick's he grabs socks, and then Fights was saying like every 6 months, and someone else said like honestly like at this point like bi-weekly. They just get a lot of socks, whatever. Then they said underwear though, forget about it. Like I do not replenish my underwear.
Like,
Like
you
I
just wear
wear
the
that
same
shit into
crusty-
the ground. That's when they
Excuse
started
me?
talking about that.
Wow. Okay,
And
wow.
then I was just, I was
And
just
you know, this is not the first time I've seen or heard this type of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
but like where I was just like, I'm like, you have a handle. Like that's why I didn't.
I would hate to have a penis.
I didn't
that's
realize
just
it's hard
swinging
for men to
around.
penis.
I would love to have a
I just
penis.
think I'd be, I just would be
So, I
distracted.
don't know about you.
Yeah.
That's our goal.
I think it would
That's
cure
our
my
black cat and golden
ADHD.
retriever energy. I'm like, penis, no penis
No
for me.
penis
She's like,
for me.
give me the schlong.
Yeah.
Give me that thing.
Those
Swang
big
it.
balls.
Like, balls
I would just
are
be
crazy.
pissed if I had a small one, but
Balls
Yeah,
are
I think
crazy,
I probably
though.
would have a small one, 5 foot.
True.
That would be insane.
why do I think that
having
you would
fucking
have a third leg
hanger,
for some reason?
yeah.
Well, that would be
Honestly?
crazy if you 5 foot and you just have fucking.
Can't
I
even
know
walk
you-
straight.
Yeah,
like
that's
I got
weird.
a fucking schlong in my
Yeah.
pants. That's crazy.
Penises are so weird. Then they get excited and they're like, "Let me grow."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyways,
Anyway,
I
let's
think
get away
yeah,
from
let's
penises.
get off
Yeah.
this now. I'm
Wait,
done.
I was just like on the topic where you're like, "Oh, I got my socks at Dick's." It's crazy that Dick's is the name of a sports store.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Okay, why did we get away with that? And BJ's, like that's a store name too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dick's,
everybody's perverted.
Sexual innuendo.
They're all
It's
perverted.
crazy to me. Anyways,
is
what's
weird.
everyone asking for Christmas this year?
I want an espresso machine, like a really good
Ooh.
one.
Like a
and the
Brielle?
Ninja-
Have you heard of that?
Breville.
Breville.
Brielle?
I think it's.
Yeah,
I spelled
figure it
wrong.
out. And then I want the Ninja ice cream. That's like my new
Love.
thing.
Yes,
totally
I
should
have
get
that.
that.
I have
Do
that.
you?
Yes.
How
Well,
do you like
my
it?
brother, it's my brother's, but like he's a brother. It's
That's-
like me and
okay.
my
That means it's
mom have
yours.
been using. Yeah, right,
Yeah.
exactly. And it is like game changing. Like I'm,
Yeah.
if you're good at like meal prepping too, like it's not
Oh, I'm
as
not.
intense as meal prepping.
What are
I'm
you gonna
not.
just
So,
make?
like,
What are you gonna make?
you
I
just
don't
make like ice cream.
Like you could put like real fruit
protein.
in it,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh.
I
Like
want
you
to
put
do
like
that.
frozen. So like basically, like my mom.
Like
I actually
frozen
took this
yogurt?
hilarious video of my mom and like my mom is like so into like working out. Like she's so much like Maddie's sister. Like she loves like working out and like playing
3
in her
games a
extra
week.
leagues.
My
and,
sister
like,
came
stuff
home
like
yesterday and was like, "We lost today."
that. Yeah.
She's like, "It was so cold." I'm like, "Yeah, well, you're voluntarily playing winter soccer."
Yeah,
Oh,
It's
like
crazy.
it's crazy.
Yeah,
but
couldn't be me.
basically, she's like, she's like, and I put protein base in it, then another whey protein.
Yeah.
Then I put in
She's
oat
jacked.
milk, then Fairlife
Like,
chocolate
pumping it up.
milk, and
Okay.
then like whatever. But like she puts like a lot of protein in it. But like she makes
Yeah.
like mango ones, or she's made like a
But see,
pumpkin
like, I wanna
one.
do
Like,
that.
and there's so
You can
many
make healthy
recipes.
shit.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
And also, do like you can literally like my brother will eat it like before he goes to the gym as like a protein
Yeah.
shake. Like
I
as
think
a
I just
meal
wouldn't
or-
use it. I think I just use it
See,
once and then be
yeah,
like, "All
I
right."
get it.
Well, because I had a Ninja on the topic of my sister, like
bullet.
My brother asked what I wanted for my birthday, and my sister told him a Ninja Bullet, which like she wanted.
Like-
she clearly wanted it
Yeah.
for herself, and it's only the one has used. She's the only one that's used the
That
Ninja Bullet.
uses it.
That is
So
like
I'm like-
literally like the last thing. Like I would have been like squatty potty.
Yeah, like
It's
anything
like-
before that.
Yeah,
Squatty
like-
potty is crazy.
But espresso machine is so that would
yeah,
be great.
I want
would
like
love
a
one of
good
those.
one though. I've
Yeah.
heard mixed things about Breville. Like I don't know.
What's like the top one right now?
I think it's Breville. I don't know. But
It's
there's
a
also
lot to like.
yeah. I just want like a nice like little coffee station in
Yeah, I
my.
love a coffee
I
station.
think it like changes your day. Like right now,
It
I'm very
does.
into like I have like my parents also have an espresso and like they love it
Yeah.
so much. But like I like don't like using it. Like I like to go and like walk
Of
to Dunkin' in the
course.
morning and
I
like
love
get
my
it.
My
espresso.
adrenaline.
But I
yeah.
do. I totally think it's like what slot or like what area you're in at the time. Like
Hell yeah.
Good branding.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, but I think that like yeah, I don't know. I think that that'd be nice. I think that it adds meaning
Character.
and purpose.
It does.
I don't
Plus,
know.
like,
Your
I'm
day.
like a coffee fanatic.
Yes.
So like it's kind of
Me
weird.
too.
That
What's
I
your
don't-
coffee order?
I usually get a dirty iced chai,
Ooh, love.
but whatever holiday specials they have, I'm like
You're
on
in
top
on
of
that.
it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
I just had that iced sugar latte from
From?
Starbucks.
okay.
The
I'm
iced
not
sugar
a big
sugar
Starbucks
cookie.
girl.
Okay,
Yeah, I
neither
haven't
am
had
I.
the same
In a
ages.
pinch.
Yes, no,
In a pinch?
yes, and
Yeah.
literally
In a
it's just
pinch.
because it's right there. I literally went to it, but like what I didn't like about it was like you know when sometimes you get an iced coffee and like the coffee's still warm and then it just like has
they
ice
just
in
put
it.
all over
fucking
it.
hate
Yeah,
that.
hate
That is like my like
I
that
hate that
ruins my coffee.
Yeah.
Why
Like,
I
shake
get it
my
ice
shit
if it's
up
warm?
like a fucking
Yes.
martini.
Shake it all up. Like the
Holy.
dirty chai, they
Treat me
always
right.
shake. Also, the dirty chai is just like it's a perfect holiday drink because it feels
Yeah, but
holiday.
you know it's very specific where you get your coffee from. You can't just get
Yes.
your coffee from everywhere.
No.
true.
I
And
go
sometimes
around.
they fuck it up.
Yeah, they do. Oh, they do.
Yeah.
With like more
A
milk. I'm like,
latte.
what the fuck are we
Yeah,
doing?
because lattes are really just milk and like a little bit of espresso. I always ask how
Yeah.
many shots are in their latte because they can fuck it up
Yeah,
quick.
and
Yeah.
you always love extra shots. in
Always
yours.
love
She
it.
always gets like
I'm
she's
like
quad
4
espresso,
shots.
quad espresso shot.
My
I would-
caffeine intake.
That's insane.
Like I
No,
literally get quad espresso.
so much. And what's insane
See,
about
but,
it?
like, I
she
drink-
passes out after.
you
Sorry.
what?
Like she'll sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes like she'll literally get like a
You'll-
quad espresso and like she'll be like,
Tired. It's just because all my
Oh.
levels are.
Well, well, yeah, your cortisol levels.
Yeah.
Cortisol
Like,
levels.
"Doy."
Fucking so stupid. I hate hearing that because I'll never stop drinking coffee on an empty
Never.
stomach.
I hate it. I hate it.
But what was I gonna say?
Coffee orders.
Oh, my favorite chai, dirty chai, which is kind of like not the best tasting one. It's from Spring Aspen Cafe
Sorry.
is that
You
in the,
okay,
is that a
Spring-
place in the city?
or Birch Coffee too.
Okay, yes.
Okay, yes,
those
I've had
are like a
Birch.
big chain because they use like homemade nut milk.
Oh,
So
Love
it
that.
like changes the game. Like
okay.
it
wait,
just
what's it
tastes
called? I'm literally writing it
Birch
down.
Coffee, and then
So
I
in
like
Aspen?
Spring Aspen because I think it's in the West Village, but it's just like I don't know. It's only near you.
I love trying all
Garden
new
City.
places.
I
No,
mean, they
Spring
call them Garden
Aspen?
City.
What?
Answer it and put it on
What?
speaker.
Yeah.
This
Answer
guy's
it.
coming from Garden
No, I'm
City.
getting a call.
Oh, I thought the
Answer- wait,
Uber Eats
answer.
was coming from Garden City. I'm like, you piece
Oh,
of
that's probably
shit.
where it
Yeah.
is. Oh, that's probably who's calling me.
Oh, his number.
Sorry, I forgot I ordered
Chick-fil-A.
Uber Eats.
Oh,
Yeah, it
Uber
was
Eats.
that. He'll call again if he cares.
If
So
he
what are you
cares.
asking for
If he
Christmas?
Yeah, sorry, I got
Yes.
off track.
Oh wait, but really quickly though, I was on the coffee topic. I
Shut
was
the
gonna
We've been
say,
talking about penises and coffee for
yes.
45
Wait,
minutes.
but guys,
That's
I
fun.
think that being a barista, like growing up, like if I could go
I was
back,
a barista.
Oh my! I was gonna say, I think that is
You would've
such
been
a
great.
sick job
It's
because
probably
like,
hard.
oh my
It
god, you're probably
is,
so good
and it
with
was
socials. I
horrible.
think that's such a good like skill to have, like to be able to like make a nice.
It was nerve
coffee,
wracking
like,
though.
Yeah.
Yes,
'Cause
and
I
people
worked
in the
in
morning,
Southampton.
People are
in bad
particular with their
mood.
coffee.
Yes.
And assholes.
Yes. Oh my
I wanted to
god.
fuck. There was a nasty bitch one
What?
day.
Explain
Yes.
your worst story.
Okay, really quick. I worked at Starbucks.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh
you
my god.
did.
So
In
you were like an
Southampton.
intense barista.
I was in the busiest, probably on like the eastern end of Long Island,
Yeah.
Southampton. It was
Yeah.
like the busiest Starbucks ever.
And those people out there.
Oh, she told me, and I was like, I don't even know, 20 at the time. And my best friend worked there, Kitsy. I told
Love
you guys.
Kitsy,
Yes,
shout
Love
out.
Kitsy.
Yes.
And
Um,
cousin Neve.
yeah.
Yeah, cousin Neve.
The
Holy shit, she'll
cousin.
freak the fuck out. But what's it called?
Barista.
Barista. Okay, so I was working, and I was young, and I just started. My friend Kitsy was working there, and she and I were talking, and this woman comes in, and she's like on the phone, like nasty bitch,
Oh.
and I'm like chatting, talking about work. I don't even know what we were talking about. Whatever. Whole line out the door, and she looks at us. She's like, "Yeah, excuse me, can you make my drink?" I'm
What'd you
like,
say? Huh?
and me and Kitsy, we're
Yeah.
fucking crazy. Like,
No.
we'll
You guys
turn-
are cut from
we
the
both
same
turned,
cloth?
looked at each other. We were like,
Yeah.
oh. So she turns around, she starts pointing at the Kitsy. She's like, who the fuck are you talking? Or she said, maybe not curse, but
Yeah.
she was like, excuse me, we'll make your drink when we get to it. We have a whole line of customers. Like, I don't know who you're talking to like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, watch your mouth. You know, I'm like, yeah.
You're like, I got her back. I got her back.
And then,
She's actually, yeah.
yeah,
while shaking
the
up
manager
the-
at the time was like, watching this whole thing go down. She kind of got cold in the back because you can't do that. You know,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Manager's like, women, get
She's
over
like,
here.
You really can't talk like that to the customers. We're like, fuck you.
Yeah, the
like,
paying customer.
Yeah, so
Like, I don't want their money.
that was like the worst time because she was just an
No,
asshole, and then we waited to make her drink on purpose.
Love.
Fuck you.
Stop. That's
And then
my
how
thing
long
with
did you
piece
work
of
at
shit.
Starbucks?
Yeah.
I think I lasted a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I could.
Well,
Starbucks
I told you
especially.
it wasn't long. I didn't last very long at jobs.
I believe it. Like, I think about that every time I'm in there. Like,
Yeah.
so I was just trying to be, like, extra polite.
Yeah.
To
And
all
I
of
don't
them
think
because
Starbucks' coffee is that good, right?
It's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, it's
I
like
didn't
nothing
really,
special.
No.
No.
I mean, it depends really who's making it. Like, you can make, good shit, but if you're lazy,
Yeah.
and
Ray made it
don't know-
great.
I
Ray
did
made
with
it great.
love. You
With
know,
love
with love.
always.
Yeah.
Love,
That and you like making bartender,
Yeah.
server.
I think also it's just such good social skills. Like, one of my guy friends who's a bartender, like, went to one of the bars that he was working at, and, like, I'm watching him, like, talk it up with, like, all these, like, older couples, like, 40s, 30s, 50s, and, like, he's just, like, he was just had such a rhythm down, and I
Yeah.
was like,
Mm.
okay.
It just teaches you life skills. I think doing any service industry job, you're just like, gotta do some. You gotta say hi. You gotta obtain. You gotta remember.
Yeah.
I take pride that I was a server for a summer.
Yeah.
Hell
She
yeah.
I
was.
fucking
She was a
ran
good
that. They just threw
Hell
me in.
yeah.
I was the only
I would get
server
so
that
much
they
anxiety.
didn't make go through like the host and then the busser. Like they just brought me right on as a server.
Yeah.
And I like fucked a few things up in the beginning, and I came home and I was like, I don't think I can do it, Mom and Dad. And they're like, just stick with it. You got it. It's
Yeah.
only gonna get easier.
I didn't like serving.
Which it only does, and then you learn
Yeah.
where to put things in, and then it's like for me, it was my ADHD, like the best thing ever because it felt like a game. I'm like, collect your coins. Who needs
Yeah.
this? Who needs this? I had a
It's like
method.
rewarding.
It's so
Yeah.
rewarding, and you would leave. I would
Power
leave with
up.
like 300
Yeah.
bucks
Oh,
in cash.
it's
Yeah.
like it's serious.
Woohoo! Chick-fil-A break. Who said it? Not me.
Not me.
So during our break, we were kind of getting into surviving a little bit, and as you know, your girl was on it.
Yes, you was.
And then I was telling Ray that it's sort of like a rite of passage that Barstool new employees go on reality shows. How do you think you would do
Yes.
in a surviving Barstool?
locked into the office,
For a
have to
week.
sleep with your coworkers, do challenges and stab them. Be put in a position where you might or might not have to stab someone in the back.
It was literally the most
Oh.
insane thing I've ever done.
Yeah, that's kind of tricky.
Like, and it didn't even know anybody going into it, so it kind of made it a little easier. But
I
feel
don't
like-
know. Honestly, I feel like I would do pretty good.
I feel like you would too, for sure. 'Cause
I think I would.
You don't have no poker face, or you have a poker face.
No, I could lie.
Yeah.
I could be
Yeah.
Does that mean
deceiving.
you have one or you don't have one?
No, she does.
It means I do.
yeah.
I do have a poker face,
Yeah.
Hell
right?
fucking yeah.
Yeah.
Hell
I don't.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't. I would be like,
I don't like to lie, but if I need to, I will.
am not voting you out.
Yeah.
And then they'd be like, okay,
No.
Kelly. Kelly would be crazy.
I'm too
on
selfish. I
It.
feel
Yeah.
like I'm.
I don't know. I just think.
I just like didn't realize like how much went into all of it. Like the fact that like they would like shoot and like there would be like so much time like in between.
There was more
like,
downtime.
Yes, which is
Yeah.
just like so weird from like behind the scenes to like see because like
Right.
you watch this like hour and a half video and like the challenge was like 10 minutes of the whole
Yeah.
video
Exactly.
and then you think that's 10 minutes like no.
And then it makes you
Right.
think of these other reality shows because the people who are working with us were like, oh yeah, I've done the Voice or I've done the Bachelorette, and then they're like go to explain all the stuff that
Yeah.
happens there. It's crazy. Reality TV's crazier. Even when
Yes.
you're
It
doing
is.
your confessional, you have to say it all in the past tense,
Yep.
and I mess it up so many
That's
times.
right.
They're like,
That's
okay,
yeah.
picture yourself walking in and say like, how did you feel walking into the first challenge? And you're like, walking into the first challenge, even though I already did it.
Yeah, I feel like really good.
Yeah.
Is that how you
literally. I
have to
feel
say?
I feel really positive going into the first challenge. Meanwhile, I could have lost the challenge.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
cool. They kind of like feed you. There's like whole dedicated producers, which I
Yeah.
didn't know, and they're called like story producers, and they take
Yeah.
notes the entire show
Okay.
and ask you questions like following up about like what do you
Yeah.
did you hear about this, or like they know things that
They have to ask you certain questions. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I know.
Also, too, it's just like crazy. We were just talking about this during the break, but like Ray, when you watch, like you'll see tonight, like on the first episode, Sky Jersey Jerry, he puts in a little audio camera into one of someone else,
like
another
mic.
team.
He, like,
So basically
mics
there's
up
splinter
our
teams,
room.
yes, and he mic'd
Oh,
up
so you
other
can hear people talking
rooms.
shit.
Yeah, but like no one
No
knew
one knew
that.
that. I
Like
know,
no
cool.
one
He was
knew
a part
that.
of my tribe, so I was on.
she
Isn't that
found
illegal?
out- Yes, and like
No,
now
like you can literally do anything. The only thing that was not
Did you
you
sign
couldn't do.
you couldn't get help from the outside people.
Well, you can't get help from outside people, obviously. But like last season, one of the teams like went to the challenge the night before and like lubed it up with shit, so like it didn't work.
Yeah, so basically there was this challenge. You know that? Have you ever seen that trend like where you like tape someone up to the wall? Like say if we're like, okay, like let's see if we can.
Like, yeah.
Yes,
If-
and you like
yeah.
put like you just use duct tape and we'd have to like elevate you against the wall.
They
So, like,
just lubed
they
up
did
the
that,
wall,
but they
so
lubed up
couldn't
everyone's
tape it.
walls so like no one else and like no one knew what was happening.
So they
and,
said
like,
no tampering with the challenges.
Yeah.
But yeah, you could basically.
Yes.
People made clues. Rico in the first episode
Yes.
dropped like fake
Oh, yeah.
clues
Fake
everywhere.
clues.
I think
had
I'd
no
get
clue.
just really pissed
Yes,
off.
Yeah.
but it's just like so weird.
My
'cause
anger could
yes,
not.
like we literally went through like that. Like this is so far after it all happened, and then like we're watching this video, and I'm like, he did that.
Yeah.
Like that was in your room. Like what were you doing in your room? Like
My-
Maddie's probably like, she's probably like, this is. Nothing.
I was literally like, what? And my whole thing too
She's
is
like, I have
like,
to fart.
I was so like not bought in. I mean, I was bought in, but in the beginning, like it's so hard for me. Like
You didn't know how you wanted
when
to
the
put that.
mics get taken
Yeah.
off, and then we're all chilling, and like people are still scheming. I'm like, I thought it was off camera time.
Yeah.
Like, why are
I thought
we?
we were
I
vibing,
thought we were
Yeah.
in the gambling cave.
I thought we were
Ugh.
back into reality.
It was literally
literally.
crazy, and like then you meet. I was sleeping
So
next
you
to
had, I was gonna say you had to sleep there.
you sleep in this, so we were.
Yeah.
See, that would drive me
Yes,
crazy.
and, like, that's what,
my OCD.
One
Like
of my
I
sisters,
can't. No.
my sister asked me, she's like, do you think Maddie was like uncomfortable sleeping there? I'm like, sleeping in an office with a bunch of other 50-year-old men.
Well,
I
you
can't.
said you were waking up
Imagine
next
it's like
to
a
your
s-
Yeah,
Dave.
next to Kirk. I'm like,
Literally,
hey,
yeah.
Kirk. Except he moved his bed, so like the first night, everyone just sort of like moved their bed and like found their own nook. And I literally,
I would have slept in the bathroom.
I just slept.
Yeah.
I was like and I was so peopled out. Like by the day one, just,
Overstimulated.
you're getting recorded 24. They have earbuds. Movies going here, movies going there. To about everybody.
Oh hell no.
And it was crazy.
crazy.
And like then it looks like I'm looking for like the secret idol, and then I'm like, guys, I'm just going on a walk. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy, but it was really fun. And I hope that you
I'm
guys
excited.
get to do it. There's
Yeah.
so
I
much
wanna
crazy
watch
shit.
it.
There's like
there was this other
most
one.
dangerous game
Yes.
show where they like
I literally said-
maggots are on
yeah.
their head.
No.
I literally
shit
said
like
I
that.
wanted to do
That's
that,
not
and they were
happening.
like,
Sorry.
What, you said like, oh, like Kelly, like you'll have to like actually, like I think it was like go. Someone went into like a
like
thing
Fear
of like
Factor.
snakes or like
Yeah,
something
Fear Factor. I used to
insane.
watch
Yeah,
that.
me too.
Yeah.
Um,
I thought it was just gonna be like, oh, like let's jump out of this plane. I'm like, yeah, I'll do that, or like try and surf this ish. Or,
no, it's
I'll
like
do-
literally
See,
intense.
I
They
don't
literally
know.
don't-
I'm, like,
they literally don't give a
eating
shit.
rats.
It's crazy.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They used
like
to do
that's
this.
not happening.
Yeah, I know. They used to
Speaking
do this
of-
thing called what was it, Barstool versus America, where they would like go. It was like two teams in a van, two vans, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? And they would like race each other. Like it was like the first to go to like these 5 stops in America, like in a van, and like they would have to do challenges in each city.
No,
Craziest fucking
this
thing.
this place is like literally like like I think I know it all, and then there's 10
More.
more bucks in the back with however much shit has gone down in
Yeah,
this.
that's
It's really
so
crazy.
many
and it's-
challenges.
I know. I
and
feel like I'm
lores.
It's
Like there's
also
so much.
So crazy
Yeah.
to me that there's people like the people editing starting bar. So like I give them all my love and support because it's like
yeah.
whoever edited episode 1 had to cut down footage from 24 people getting filmed. Oh my god!
And it's also probably
Oh,
like
nice.
you're also recording what for literally almost 24 hours,
Yeah.
like 12 hours
Yeah.
basically. So that's 12 hours of footage of 24 different
they
people.
all got assigned one episode
No.
like for that 3-month
Yeah.
span.
And-
No, but it's crazy
Yo.
and reality TV is really cool because then you
Yes.
just see it all come together and like
Or like even when Rio was telling us that when they go on with Dancing with the Stars, I did when they go on with Dancing with the Stars, like you'll be watching an episode and like you see everyone clapping in the background. I don't know if did you tune in this?
With Dancing with the
Yeah,
Stars.
did you watch
Absolutely
it?
not.
No, yeah, I didn't think that.
I think
that
Ray's
was
tuning
it.
in.
I didn't.
She's tuning into fucking Law
Yeah.
and Order.
I can't wait to watch Dancing. When would I ever say
can't wait to watch
I have
that
to go
with
home to watch Dancing with the Stars
No.
today, and I'm
I
sorry.
have to go home. Basically, there's like
can't.
people in the crowd like applaud louder, and then
Yeah,
you're like,
and then
holy
they have to, like,
shit!
so, like, the people are like,
So
like,
it's a
be
setup.
mad,
It's
be
like a
mad, and people are
scene.
mad, or like stand up, stand up, stand up.
Yeah,
So like
no.
you're literally sitting there like trying to watch, but
I
like
put my
you're
feet
just listening to it. It's like Simon Says,
Yeah.
like the entire time.
Simon
Yeah.
Says on the show. It's cray, and you guys have to tune in because it gets fucking wild. And I'm really happy that it comes out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of every week because I'm gonna tune in.
Yeah.
Last night I was watching and had a whole bottle of wine watching because I was so stressed. Thank God I wasn't really in it, but I was like, yeah, I had a whole bottle. I was like, oh, let
She's
me.
like, do you ever get that feeling like when you go back to like grab the bottle and like all of a sudden it's empty and you're like, Mom.
Yeah, I was like,
when
oh,
I used to
shoot.
drink, I used to.
Yeah, all this fucking time. And then nothing's worse is when I drink wine. I wake up in the morning and I have such a dry mouth and it tastes terrible. And then I always regret it. That was me
but
this
then you
morning.
do it again.
I've never woken up and said, thank God I drank last
Yeah.
night. And that's the indication that it is not
And you'll
meant-
wake up
not
every day
meant for you.
sober thinking, thank God I'm not hungover. I think about my mom, like, being in her prime of drinking and, like, being hungover, raising 4 kids. And I'm like, how the hell did you... I'm hungover and I'm debilitated. She had to drive us to practice and, want to make lunch and go here and do this?
Nope.
Oh, my God. I was like, Mom. She's like, yeah, I just splashed my face with cold water and some Advil. I'm like, oh, my God.
That's insane, yeah.
How did you do it?
Yeah.
I never really saw my mom drink. She quit, I think, like 2 years. Yeah, I was 2 years old.
Yeah. Well, that's good. I have, like, vivid memories of little kind of things here and there. And then, like...
My dad, on the other hand,
Yeah.
You remember that?
still bumping.
Yeah, like I have IPAs in my house because my dad only drinks like IPAs.
Oh, really?
So it's like we're not a wine household with the IPA. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because my dad doesn't. Just
My mom used to drink like rum and coke.
classic.
She's like a fucking 4
She's like,
foot 10
holy-
little woman.
Yeah,
Pounding
rum
Oh,
and
rum.
she's shorter
Coke.
than you.
Like
Jack
Yeah.
and Coke.
Stop.
She's 4'10".
That's amazing. Do you think
She's-
you're gonna shrink into 4'10"?
I probably would. I think my nana, like her mom did. So I probably will.
So it's like
5 foot.
everyone.
Was
in
your dad short?
My
is
dad's
everyone
short too. My brother was short.
There's a whole lot of
Literally,
short.
my dad's like 5'4".
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what's
So you
your?
gotta marry a tall man. Well, I mean,
What's
I
your
better marry a
ethnicity?
tall man.
Hell
I don't know if
yeah.
this even has anything to do with it. What's your ethnicity? Are you Italian?
I just did this. I'll show you my
23andMe.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I had it,
jealous.
but like, so
I need to do that. Maybe I'll ask for that.
hold
for
on.
Christmas.
Ready?
Let me see. Can we compare data?
Yeah. I actually have a lot of Irish in me.
That's huge for the program.
Let's go.
I don't
Irish.
identify.
Look at the Irish.
She's an Irish
I don't
lad.
identify with the Irish.
Yeah. Well, you can be Irish. You can
I
be
know.
Irish and
I
have
choose when I identify with the Irish, and
Literally.
I choose when I identify
Like
with
the
the Italian.
food? No, thank you.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
claim that.
the food does suck.
53% Southern European, which is Italian, obviously.
Love that.
And then you're gonna be shocked at the last one.
Oh,
My little 8%er.
Okay.
Okay. And then I am 37% Northwestern European, which is British and Irish.
Okay.
Oh,
That's huge.
British.
Yeah. And Ashkenazi Jewish
It's 8%.
is 7.3%.
Wow. Okay.
And then I have
Holy.
1.3% Northwest Asian and Iranian, Mesopotamian.
Cool.
Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
All the way
I-
down
I go
to
way back.
Mesopotamia, yeah.
You know what? I know something weird about my
Yeah.
23andMe is I'm the only one in my family who has like 0.2 Finnish in me, which is like Finland.
Yeah, you're gonna
And
have
I'm like,
all
is
different
And
Finnish
that's why
siblings.
my hair's blonde.
You think?
I know. I'm like
that 0.2%
I'm
really
like,
doing
Finnish.
actually, yeah.
Oh, I just spit so much.
No,
Yeah.
like they literally like 23andMe like probably like, saw a picture of you and was like, shoot, like
Yeah.
we have to do something in here to like
Yeah.
explain this.
What is it? Is it Finnish?
Finnish.
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 Finnish is the language.
No one's saying Fitchich.
Finnish.
Finnish.
But Finnish is a language. Is it not a language?
No, I don't
Finnish?
think Finnish. Gibberish.
Finnish. Come on,
No,
man.
Finnish
Don't
is a
fuck me up
language.
right now.
Finnish is the, like I'm Finnish.
Can we
The Finnish
can
drink.
we look it up?
The long drink is a Finnish drink.
Finnish. Finnish.
I'm Finnish. I'm done. Wait.
Language. I'm
Oh.
right. Thank
For
you.
what? For Finnish? For Finland?
It is for Finland. I'm right.
Oh,
Thank you
cool.
so much.
Okay, cool.
You don't even know your own culture. You're 2% culture.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 years associate.
Come on.
That's crazy.
That's regardless, I'm watching a new show and it's about the IRA. It's kind of a crazy concept, the IRA. So the IRA is for the Irish Republic Army.
Okay.
And so Ireland
Wait,
is
do you want to hear what Finnish sounds like quick?
Yeah, I actually do. Finnish.
Korttipaikassa.
That's
Finnish.
in the slot.
Get it right, please. Don't embarrass me.
Korttipaikassa.
That's in the slot.
Korttipaikassa.
That's in the slot.
Welcome back to
Korttipaikassa.
Korttipaikassa. That's crazy.
That's what in the slot.
Yeah.
That's hysterical.
That's amazing.
Okay, sorry.
I
Back to it.
want to do the
IRA.
language
It's
thing.
about
I
the
love languages.
IRA, which was so basically, I knew about, but I forgot, is that Ireland is 2 countries because it's Ireland and
Yes.
then Northern Ireland. And basically, Northern Ireland was owned by the Brits
Correct.
until like
I mean, I don't really know
a
that,
very
but-
long time. I think they still might. There's still two different countries, but it was owned by British for a really long time. So the IRA, it was the Republic, because the bottom part of Ireland is the Republic
When
of
did you
Ireland.
learn this?
I'm watching this show and it's crazy.
Oh,
show?
the show.
It's called Say Nothing, and it's about these
the
two.
fuck
It's about these two sisters who are like the first members of the IRA, and they're women, and like
Ooh.
there's no other women who have joined. And
Wait,
they
that's
get,
crazy.
They get to
actually.
like shoot the guns, and it's
Hell
so
yeah.
cool. They're literally like undercover, and like the IRA, like in the British land, they had to go undercover, and no one knew what they looked like, and the Irish would never say anything. It was really cool.
That
That's
is cool.
so
You guys should
cool.
watch
Sounds
it.
I
intense.
love watch
I
that.
like
I need
shit
to
like
do a
that.
show right now.
It's on Hulu.
I need to show right now, but
Oh, I don't
I
have
might
Hulu.
have to wait till after the holidays.
Yeah,
Well,
I
speaking
know.
of that, I
I feel like I can't
made a
process
mistake.
anything.
watched one of the Netflix like holiday shows that came out with
Lindsay
Chad
Lohan?
Michael. No, I
The
watched the
fuck?
Chad Michael Murray one. They're strippers. They're like they're not
Which
actually
one?
strippers. Chad Michael like he's hot. Don't get
Wait,
me wrong.
why am
His,
I like not knowing who that is?
he's the guy from
He's
One
got
Tree Hill.
Hilary Duff.
Hillary
Hilary
Duff.
Duff.
and,
Oh,
like,
that's right.
the one
Oh
that's like,
my god, yeah.
and if I have to wait for you for the
Princess
drought,
Story,
then maybe
whatever the
it's
fuck
not
it is.
worth waiting.
Yeah,
Or like,
okay.
sorry, I made you
All
wait for
right.
the rain. No.
Okay,
Isn't he
back-
married to somebody from the show?
I never watched.
I know he cheated on
He did cheat on
on
somebody.
Sophia Bush in
Correct.
real life.
Correct.
We're teetering away
Bastard.
from this story,
Yes.
which we can go back to.
Oh.
But did you see that Sophie Richie might have gotten cheated on?
Holy shit.
By Elliot?
And then everybody's like, she knows. She
Ye-
fucking knows. He's a billionaire. What do you mean?
I mean, there's like a
I feel
like
like-
an anonymous plug. Like, you know how like Dumois is like, oh, we got an anonymous note that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
she-
like a bunch of
please.
bullshit about it.
But
These
Elliot
people, I
seems
can't
like such
even.
a sweetheart. I
Yeah,
guess
but
you
that's
never
always
know
the
anyone.
one.
Just
Like, we know them.
Yeah, we
Elliot,
don't
oh my
know.
god.
Yeah.
Wait, I can't believe Elliot
And like
did that.
literally, I just
Elliot?
literally
His
the
name's
only
Elliot,
reason
he
too
won't
why.
cheat.
Yes, and I literally feel like because he has an accent too. Like I'm like,
Does he?
yes, he's like British.
Because Kelly
Oh, I don't
assumes like the best intent, which is honestly the best.
Yeah, but
But
until
Elliot-
it like,
Until Elliot fucking
Until
stabs you in the
Dumois,
back.
yeah,
Until
yeah.
Dumois is like, Kelly Trotta,
yeah.
positive intent. Wait, go back to Chad Michael Murray movie. You hated
Oh,
it?
it was like it's called A Merry Gentleman. Like I mean, like
Come on.
it's just like one of
Well,
those like
why'd you click
cheesy.
on that?
I mean, really. That's your own fault. I'm going to watch Mary
I'm
Gentleman
gonna watch
tonight.
Mary
love
Gentleman, the
girl that was in it.
2024
I love
Christmas
the actress that's
movie.
in it. I don't remember her name, but she's in like The Longest Ride, and she's also in The First Time with Dylan O'Brien. She's like this little blonde girl, and I like her as
The first
an
time they have
actress.
sex.
Yeah, it's literally called The First Time.
Oh, I
crazy.
heard about I never
yes, and
watched
you know
it.
the
but-
little blonde girl, whatever. So, I mean, anyway,
I
I,
don't
thought I
remember.
liked her, and it was bad. He was doing like, just like watch it, like just so like I could like talk to someone about, please.
Yeah.
Just so I could
Maybe I
like,
will.
We'll see.
Well, have you seen the
just
new
so I could
movie
text
with-
you guys
I
about
think I'd
it.
watch Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
before I did.
Before that?
We'd also do side notes. Sorry, but you remind me when I shot a gun this weekend for the first
Stop.
Oh,
time.
I've been
yeah.
saying I want to go to the shooting range
Yes.
so bad.
And
Wait,
I went. I
wasn't it a-
didn't shoot. It wasn't. It was.
It was like a skeet shooting.
Where'd
yes.
you go?
I went to like. So we belong to this like. It's called like Manhasset Bay Yacht Club, and like they do shooting every Saturdays. I don't own a
Okay.
yacht
Can
or
I
anything
go?
like that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
go.
No, guys, we should.
Yeah,
we
but
should
it's-
literally
isn't
do
it
it for a
skeet
bit.
shooting?
I want to. No,
Well,
please. I need to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I need to
Literally.
unload clips.
Yeah.
Thinking
We
of
should go to the
few
rec
people.
room.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I thought like
I did that.
I thought like I was so excited to go. Like I was the one who like you know I'm the one in my family. I'm like let's do this. We're
Yeah.
doing this. We're doing
Yep,
this. Like I
me
want to do
too.
this activity.
Yeah.
Get everyone to come. I think like what I perceive. I didn't ask any questions about what this was. This is our first year belonging here doing this. I think that we're gonna go in and they're gonna be like, all right, the Trotta's boat's here. And our boat's gonna come off, and me and my family's gonna go in. We're all gonna get our guns. Like
On the
we're gonna do
boat?
it, and we're gonna shoot geese. Because there's so many geese fest. I thought that's what that was. I thought that's what we were doing.
Okay.
No. Then I find
Live
out.
geese?
Then I
Just
get
a killing
told.
massacre?
I thought I'm literally like
Wait,
bracing
I
myself.
can't.
like,
No,
I'm
I'm not
kill a
killing
bird.
real things.
No.
Yes, okay.
And that's not what it
I
is.
could have. I was so wrong. Then I'm like, it's clay. So now I think we're shooting clay geese. Like I'm so good. It's
Skeet
like,
shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
It's
was.
like the
You were
disco
skeet
thing,
shooting.
and they're
Yeah.
like,
Oh, I've done that.
Yes,
I've done
and
that
then the
upstate.
guys like, and I'm like loading it up.
Ray
of
thinks
course,
you're at the
too.
shooting range. Like,
Yeah. No, I wish.
Nah,
I
that's
gotta do that
crazy.
too. We should do that.
I wanted to.
Oh,
No,
I
I
also
want to
wanna do
like.
that room where you like smash things.
I did that.
You did.
Yeah.
Was that
Rec room.
such a good feeling?
So good.
Anyway,
I
the guy,
fucking-
the end of the story, the guy basically was just like, you either have it or you don't. I
Yeah.
don't.
she sent me a video of like this
I shot
clay
it.
thing
Go
hitting
ahead.
her face.
Yeah.
Oh, what
I was
the-
like unloading it, and like I didn't know you were supposed to like put it away from your face, and like hits me, right, and they're like, "That's why you wear goggles." And I'm like,
Yeah, guns
Thank
scare me,
God.
but like I
Yeah.
like the idea of shooting them.
"Yeah, I want to shoot a gun."
I think you'd be great at it.
I did. I have.
Like, if I could be that fucking badass, that's like I'm talking to you right now, like someone's, I'm like,
Yeah.
like that would
literally.
be.
First of all,
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta hold it. No, I shot one upstate. It was like I think, what the, an No, not an
AK-47? Oh,
AR-15?
she's not military.
I think an AR,
military
No,
guns.
no.
AR-15.
I am not the girl
It
to
was
ask
a
about
big
guns.
gun, and it was like matte black, and it was like fucking.
Holy shit! She's like, and it was bedazzled.
I was holding.
Wait, guys, talking about
I was
guns,
holding that bitch.
That's
did
great.
you hear that randomly today in Midtown?
Yeah, someone
the
got
CEO.
Come on.
No, but it's the CEO of United Healthcare.
Yeah, it's
and
fucking
so-
nuts. Our
and
world's
apparently he was getting
satanic.
threats. And did you see the pictures? There's literally pictures of this guy. Just one of my friends said to me
Where is
because
this? Because I was in Midtown today.
It would literally
Like
happen this
right
morning.
outside of
straight
this
up.
like
Wait.
hospital, I'm pretty sure, right?
What?
It's so sad.
What,
It's
what do you
literally-
mean? I didn't hear
Literally,
about
look
this.
at this on the news.
Well, did you hear about
Look
the
at
guy
this
who was
guy.
running around with the fucking what?
Guys, like this was literally outside the building. Like they caught him. He's literally
Where?
just.
This is this morning?
This is
Yeah.
this morning.
Let me see.
Here, I'll show you the article too.
You can zoom out.
Is that a gun?
Yes, he's literally holding it up. Apparently, this guy was getting threats. One of my friends works at KeyBank, and I guess that's her insurance company. So she was like all, like following this morning, and she was sharing what she was seeing.
He was hit in the torso, prompting a desperate attempt by first responders. The mysterious gunman, who appeared to be skilled with a firearm, police said, ran off before hopping an electric city bike and disappearing into Central Park.
So they didn't find him.
Oh, good.
So
good, he
he's just gallivanting
The
in Central
motive
Park.
behind the heinous hit remained unknown.
Yeah,
Like-
but they think it's targeted.
Look at this guy. He's like, I'm just going to work at my job. That's fucked up.
That's him who had the gun?
No. That's the guy who got shot.
They were my friends.
Did
were
he
talking
die?
about it.
Yeah.
Yes. And they were my friends.
And I'm like,
this
yeah,
is
let's
kinda
move
like-
here.
Yeah.
I know.
This is like kind
There's
of like
been so many
so much. But like,
stabbings.
but honestly, like
That was by my
it's
apartment.
literally everywhere though. Like that's what's like sad about it. Like
You know what's so crazy?
we're
Though, is like you
safe.
don't see it.
Yeah.
Is you hear about it, but you're not
Yeah.
witnessing it. So
No.
to me, I'm like bopping around and you
Have
don't
you guys
think about
ever
it.
seen a shooting or anything happen in real
No,
life?
but you know what's so crazy? The other day I was with Fiona. I was walking around,
Yeah.
or last week, whatever, and this guy has a fucking pair of scissors in his hand.
Oh my god.
And we're like, what is going on?
Yeah.
Like
No.
he just and he looks nasty. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
look good or sane at
Well,
all.
if someone's walking out with a pair of scissors,
And
you're
he's
gonna
walking around with the pair of
perceive it.
scissors. I'm waiting for him to like actually shove it into someone's
Oh
neck
my
as he's passing.
God.
No, it was actually scary.
That is scary.
So that was like the
100%.
most recent
Was
thing
this at
I've
night
seen.
too?
No, it was middle of the day.
Middle of the day. I mean, it's
Middle
it
of the
doesn't.
day.
I mean, it doesn't even matter. It's scary.
No.
No,
regardless.
the other day when the guy was stabbing the construction worker or whoever the hell it
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
that was right near, I'm pretty sure right near my apartment. At
Yes.
8 o'clock in the morning.
A woman
What a
got
fucking gigantic
strangled.
kitchen
Literally, a
knife.
woman got strangled in the daylight just walking home.
Like what the fuck?
Literally walking
I'm
home.
always
What
so
is
on
wrong
edge.
with people?
I'm so on edge when I'm
me
here.
too.
Yeah.
Also, like this woman was on a run. She did everything right. Sent her mom her location.
Stop.
Called
This
her.
makes me so
her mom
upset.
didn't pick up.
So upset.
She went on the run. She literally was stalked and like
Yeah.
fought for her life. It was
By,
so sad because she was wearing like a
He's not even
band,
from here.
and her heart rate spikes up to like the max for like 17 minutes, and that's how long she was fighting. And then drops to 0.
Because he hit her in the head with a rock.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
But it showed
Tried
that she
to
was like fighting so he
stop.
wouldn't
Holy
rape her.
shit.
Yeah. I'm
God.
like,
And, yeah.
One time I did see a shooting but this was in
Seriously?
This was like during COVID. I was in Charleston. My sister like did a semester there because like her lacrosse and everything got canceled at school. Whatever, they all go over there. So then I like go for the week. I wasn't back at school yet, and I had never like seen this before. I guess like I don't pay attention enough to details and. B, I'm not like down in the South that much casually, but they had all like the signs up like in the windows, like you can't carry in here, like no carriers in
Correct.
here. And I'm like, oh, like that's crazy. Like I'm walking past people that are just like holding, like I didn't realize that.
Open
Like just
carry.
okay, like
Right.
like new mindset and whatever.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So it's during COVID, and instead of the bars closing at like 4 a.m., like they're closing at like 2 a.m. now.
yeah.
And people were pissed about that. So like everyone's leaving. It's 2 a.m. They're escorting us out, and this guy's like so pissed that it's like closing at 2 a.m. Takes his gun out. Like we're literally like me and my sister like
So scary.
walking out. This is like had to be like 10 feet from us. Takes the gun out, just like shoots him point blank.
Oh my god.
Shoots him point blank. People start like sprinting, like
Wait,
running. Like
did you-
we're in a city
and
we
you
don't
just saw-
know.
did you ever
Watch
unpack
somebody
this?
get
I did not. I was
You
like
saw him
I was
die?
running. I was like
Oh.
we were like
I was going to say, you
like we were
I was
walking.
like, you
What
should,
the
you
fuck?
should be in
We were
therapy.
walking.
You might need that, yeah.
We were walking outside, but I didn't like one of my friends, Lucy, like who's my sister Erin, like her friend. She like called the police because she saw it. But, like my
Oh
head,
my
I wasn't paying
God.
attention
So you
I
just
was
ran
walking
away. You just
that
heard
way.
it?
Yeah, we were walking away, and then Aaron got mad at me because there was this girl that was like shaking, like bawling, crying, and like she was by herself. So like I grabbed her, but then I lost Aaron, and then Aaron's like,
Whole thing.
"You can't do that, Kelly." And then I was like, "I lost like
well,
this
that's so
poor girl,"
scary.
and,
I mean,
like,
I wouldn't wish that upon the fucking anybody.
yeah, it was.
so crazy.
But, like I think he ended up actually like, I think somehow he like survived. Like I mean, I didn't follow up. I should have, but
Yeah.
I don't know. But just
Wow.
insane.
Well,
Anyway,
we
penises.
really got
love
dark.
New York.
Penises, good death, and what was our middle topic? I don't even
Oh,
fucking know.
taints. No.
Taints
Coffee.
and fucking coffee.
Coffee.
We just really wanted to chat today. Welcome Ray back into
Yay.
any other
Thank you so
episodes she
much.
wants to come on.
I feel safe here.
Totally.
Yes.
We just sort of rambling. We're finding our voice. The slot, once again, it's about owning and staying true to who you are. We ramble here. We're happy. We're in a good mood always.
We are.
And the new year's going to be huge for Inside the Slot. All of a sudden, we're going to be doing a live show and be like, who's in the slot?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's going to be
Slot.
cray.
Find your slot.
Find
Yeah.
your slot. And
Find your slot. Find yourself.
we got to get Ray on the Insta.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, I'm in the slot.
It's a good outfit for it.
Hell
Yeah.
fucking
Hell
yeah,
fucking
dude.
yeah.
Thanks
All
for
right,
tuning
thank
in.
you.
Thanks, Ray. Happy employment.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. Happy to be here.
Get that bag and
God
we're
bless.
back.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Sean.
Sean.
Yep.
yeah.
And maybe we'll be
Thank
back
you.
Thank
next
you,
week.
Mr. Mahoney. Yeah.
And maybe we'll
Hell
get a
yeah.
guest.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace, Slaughters.